let's see here. Where is the thing? Okay. Go ahead and, oh, I don't want that. There we go. Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, we're just getting started here pretty soon. Did you guys get the stream notification from the server when that started? Because I know we're trying out a new system to do it automatically. Let's see. Da, da, da. And let me go ahead and mute my client here before I forget. There we go. Do have some viewers here. The teams are still getting ready by the looks of things. I should probably, let me go ahead and do this. Put some seed info in here. There we go. Let me mute my Discord too before I forget. How do I do that? I don't think it'll let me do that. Will it? I don't know. All right, got the draft link here for game one. goes. Now I can mute it. We'll go ahead and switch to that. To the draft. I don't know. It's team PP's going to be on blue side first. So I'm going to go ahead and switch these over. Okay. Let me go ahead and post the, since people aren't responding to me because they're being annoying, so I'm going to do this. There we go. I don't know if the automatic stream one worked or not, so we'll try that. Still waiting on the teams. Can Reese survive versus the 5 assassin comp? That would be something, right? Let's see a 5 assassin comp. All right. I give him the invite to the custom game. Here we go. Hop down to spectate. It is a pretty high match. I'm looking forward to watching it. Plus, it's good scouting for us on Team 1. As, we're going to be playing one of these teams later, eventually, so get the chance to see what they're made of. And have they started the draft yet? No. Since I will be facing the loser of this match. Maybe. If you guys can pull off the upset on Friday, absolutely. That's a separate era. That's not just you all the time. I was gonna say that sounds more like it. Did you guys get the first notification, by the way? The one that's supposed to go out automatically in the stream notification channel? We're not sure if it's actually working or not. It is more fun. The friendly shit talking does make it more enjoyable for sure. You got one for sure? Okay. I don't think I got one, but it might have been because I was just in the channel at the time. So I don't know. But I did it again in the league chat just in case. Plus, I had to flame BOP some more, you know? So I got to get every shot I can because he gets tons of free shots because he writes the running it down. So I have to take my shots when I can get them. You might not be serious, Reheat, but the rest of us, very serious. Very, very serious. Looks like we're still waiting on the support for Team BOP here. Puff Buffer, I assume. Yep, Puff Buffer. Hello, Confetti. I know who you are. The other viewers might not know who you are, but I do. I need to talk to Austin or Darby about getting some chill music to fill these dead spots here. I know they have some, but I don't want to risk using something that'll get the whole stream silenced. So play it safe for the moment. Yeah. I'll have to ask him about it once he's done losing the series. I mean, once they're done, playing or whatever. Okay, they're linked on the site. Yeah, I think I saw a few of them, but they were just like the finals ones, right? Like, oh, here we go, and the draft has begun. All right, they were ready to go. All right, it's gonna be Team PP on blue side for game one. Team BOP on Team Red, and as far as I know, there are no subs, so both teams are going to be operating at full power today. Comes the 3 ADC bands. It is interesting to see what kind of strategy you want to use against Team PP's bot lane. Because they spent 10 points in their bot lane, so they are clearly a very bot-centric team. Zillion ban. It's interesting. Okay. It's going to be the Anivia ban. These are some interesting bans so far for Team PP. These are definitely not. These are definitely not the champs we banned when we played BOP. So clearly, our scouting departments are not on the same page. Although I think we did ban Nessus one game. I actually don't remember. The whole series was just so forgettably easy that I have a hard time remembering the details. And that's going to be the Skarner first pick for Team PP. Very, very common first pick so far in B-League, and it is indeed. Whether it's top or jungle, who knows? But probably going to be Bucci Boo on Skarner. I'm pretty sure it's Bucci is the jungler for Team PP, right? I believe so. BOP hovering the singed. I would very much like to see that, but I don't think it's going to happen. They're going to go for the Mundo. No, that is my jungler. It's Sawdude. So wait, which one is Bucci? No, wait, Bucci's your jungler. That's right, Rihi. I remember. That's right. Yeah, Sawdude is PP's jungler. That's right. And interesting, Mundo for first pick locket for Team Bop. They're confident. They're not afraid of getting a bad matchup. They're a lot less afraid than me. I was too afraid of it last season. That's going to be the Tristana lock in mid bot. Who can say? Nice flex pick there by Bop. It's going to be the Thresh. I imagine we'll probably see an ADC here, but I know Reese has been playing a lot of Ashe so far. Ashe is both a good and bad pick against Mundo. It's obviously good if you can perma slow him, but you need the damage too, and that can be hard. So maybe they'll go for a different direction. And it looks like it might be Sivir coming in for Reese. So there you go. That is a very good pick against Mundo. Mundo hates champions who run really fast. So there you go. And we're gonna have the King coming in for Bop for Mr. My Back is Sore. They're going to show it. See, they're going to go send a support, send a bot, doing lots of hiding parts. Oh, no, it's going to be the Poppy. Interesting. So is that's very interesting. Is that going to be a Poppy support? Poppy top lane, Mundo jungle? I really have no idea. Too many questions about Rice coming in? Fair enough. It's going to be a Malzahar ban for BOP. Give him credit. BOP is a fun name to say. So, Confetti, I get why you're confused. I was confused at first too, but apparently talking about Rice is like a big meme on this channel. I don't really fully understand why. It's a little bit before my time. But apparently there have been some long spirited discussions about Rice in the beer league in the past. It's going to be Corky, Diana, final ban here. Let's see. There's going to be a Vayne last ban. Interesting. Okay. So they're thinking that this is maybe a mid Tristana. Okay. Let's see. Hover in the Zac. So it is going to be the Zac lock-in. Okay, so that means this is probably going to be a Zac jungle for my back of Sora, then Mundo top, and then Poppy support. I'm assuming. But who knows? I mean, you could really rotate Poppy and Zac either way, but I think that's the angle that makes the most sense. And yeah, good cast angle if a million can play it. Yeah, it could be for sure. I think they definitely want that AP DPS here, and you're looking so far at a pretty tanky team for BOP. So yeah. Oh, he's going to go for the Swain. Interesting. I mean, I like that pick too, just because he's a big, beefy, healy boy. He can afford to just tank this big front line of BOP for ages. Our series is scared at caster. We should all have pride in our gameplay. Almost as risky to focus on it. Oh my god. Oh boy. And then it's going to be the Maokai last pick. Ooh, and that's going to be, a Kale last pick lock in for Team BOP. That is a real curveball. Okay. So that's going to be what? A Kale mid? That's very interesting. Okay. I like Kale. I have thoughts about that into PP. Hear me out. Mundo bot Kale top Trist mid. I mean, that's probably not the worst way to do that. It is BOP we're talking about. Yeah, we still really have no idea where. We have seen Mundo bot, have we? I haven't cast into the games. That doesn't mean they haven't happened. Pop is still doing Fearless. That's funny. That is funny. Mundo bot for sure on the table. I mean, I can think of worse bot laners to play for sure. I can think of better ones too, but whatever. Did they play it already? I have no idea. Don't worry, Confetti. Even I'm confused by this draft so far, so don't worry about it. uh, Team PP's draft is pretty straightforward, other than the Skarner Maokai flex. But the BOP draft, I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna see. You can play League if you want, Confetti. I'm just telling you that once you're in, you don't get to leave. You get trapped, and it's not worth the time investment if you don't already play it. But that is ultimately up to you. Mm. I'm pretty sure that wasn't me. I don't know. Pretty sure I didn't yell at you for playing Sona. That doesn't sound like me. Oh, it was years ago. Okay, I'm like, I don't remember doing that. Well, Elle is a big Sona player when we're playing together in like normal games, but I so far I have not let her bust it out in beer league. So will that day eventually come? Who knows? But so far, no. I don't know if Sona can Sona twerk because she's floating in the air. Can you twerk while you're floating? Does that work? I feel like you need kind of foot on the ground, feet on the ground to do that. If you try hard enough. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Rihi, for the very totally unbiased advice that has no malicious intent. Now, you guys can't see this, but um, the way they've locked in champions on Team BOP is lined up in a very strange order. So I have no idea who's going what, and we won't find out until we actually get into the game. So, all right. We got a few minutes here to wait before we let us load in. So, who do you guys like for game one? Oh, I definitely don't want that. There we go. I do find Bop's draft very interesting, but I also think that PP's draft is very cohesive. They have a very clear um, run it forward comp with the Severalty to kind of get all these juggernaut style champions in there. So I like I really like their comp a lot. Um, However, I do think that this BOP comp scales extremely well with the Kale and the Mundo, and the other champions to a lesser degree as well. So I think if they can manage to make this go along, I think they have the advantage, even though their comp is a bit more disjointed than the PP comp. So I like BOP. I have more Mastery 7 champs on their side than PP. I mean, that's one way to determine which team you like better. That's fair. That is fair. That is fair. I do worry maybe a little bit about the lack of damage on Team PP. Who's piloting the KL? We don't know that yet. We're going to find out. Yeah, I'm a little worried about PP's damage. I mean, Swain does decent damage, but he's not like, he's more like a carry tank hybrid, right? And Sivir does pretty good damage, but not until like 4 items. So if these two, I could very easily see a point where they just can't chew through this Mundo Poppy Zac frontline in a reasonable amount of time. So we'll see. They do have tons of CC though. Come on, Vix. You gotta learn how to flame right. Gotta use good grammar while you're flaming. Especially when it's Jeff. Can't make Jeff look like the smart one. That's an embarrassment to everyone involved. You are mom. Don't take it as a compliment, Jeff. Just don't. Nope. Nope, nope. It is not. Oh, I want a Capri Sun. That sounds pretty good, actually. All right. Who's messaging me on Discord yet again? They love messaging me when I'm streaming. All right, so we are in. Go ahead and switch the overlay over here. In game. Control Shift Z to zoom out a little bit. And here we go. So we now do indeed see who is on what. It's going to be Mpex on KL in the top lane. Really bad Zed on Tristana in the mid lane, and then the Mundo Poppy bot lane, which is very interesting. And there's going to be a Poppy support and a Mundo carry. Okay. Fair enough. It looks like Team BOP is... Whoa. What just happened? Says they pause and unpause the game. Hello? I'm very confused. Am I frozen? Oh, no, there we go. Oh. Okay, we're moving again. All right, and it looks like Team BOP's getting up to their usual level 1 shenanigans. Unfortunately, not quite able to land the Poppy Stun onto the wall. So they're going to have to back off. Unfortunate for them. UON, Mr. Oh, I thought I did that already. There we go. By the way, should turn chat scoreboard object. Yeah, there we go. I could have sworn I did that when I started, but maybe I wasn't tapped in yet. I don't know. Turn on chat. Do I have it on already? Is there a setting I have to do to... Okay, it is on. Okay. I'm trying to figure out why my mouse cursor looks like that, by the way. Shouldn't it look like the League mouse? Oh, there he goes. Okay, Alt tab in and out. That fixes it. All right. This is going to be junglers doing opposite side clears to start the game here. And I'm interested to see how well this this Mundo Poppy bot lane is going to farm. Tell Rihi you will love him and are proud of him, and he probably has a great friend like Bucci. I think your message is good enough, sir. Or ma'am. I don't want to assume. What would you think if I put in some Mundo bot games for the series? I think that would be very amusing, but I'm not going to ban it during the game. No. All right, a little bit of a fight breaking out here. A bit of a stun. Poppy, they're going back off. They are going to get the level 2 early there for TPP. They're going to go ahead and try to force an all-in. Are they going to be able to get anything here? I don't think so, no. Well, they are going to have to blow basically all of their sums. Bro, if there's anyone that knows how to deal with a Mundo, it's me. So... Is that already clapping on the mid lane matchup? Trist's gonna be early aggro as fuck. Yep. Trist, Swain's not going mid. Yeah, I mean, Trist is a hard matchup for most mid laners, so I feel that. Caster, would you still love me if I was a worm? I feel like Thanos. It's like I don't even know who you are, bro. Does Switch censor AF? Do they really? There's no way. Meanwhile, look like Skarner's go ahead and try to see if they can get a gank here on BOP's bot lane. He is not seen. I don't know why he turned around instead of going all the way around the angle, but he is going to be able to land the pullback on the Poppy here. She should go down. And will the Mundo go down as well? Yes, he will. This could be a nice double kill for oh my god, I'm having an aneurysm. Nice double kill for PP. Well done to them. Nice gank by Swain. Nice gank by Skarner, despite the somewhat strange pathing. Yeah, Zesty could have stolen that kill. You're right. He has to learn his support kill stealing skills. He needs to talk to Elle about that. Elle is so good about stealing kills that she does it by accident constantly. So man, you guys are really active in chat today. I'm going to have to make sure to actually pay enough attention to the game. We're up to 18 viewers. All right, some action going up here in the top side jungle. Skarner is kind of beating the crap out of this Zac right now. Sorry, Zac, you should have known you don't get to fight Skarner. Skarner is Skarner. He has a giant spelled and a ruby crystal at 5 minutes, so that is a massive, massive Skarner, and he's going to go down. And yeah, meanwhile, the solo lanes for Team PP are going to rotate as well, so they're going to go ahead and pick him up. I don't know why Zac is in there invading when Skarner's that far ahead, but, you know, this is why Team BOP is the 3 seed, you know? First dragon is up now. First scrubs are about to spawn. We'll see how the teams decide to play them. It looks like a bit of a fight break here. They are able to kind of catch out the Poppy. Is she going to go down to this Ignite? No, she's barely going to survive. But that is going to get PP good position on this dragon, so they should be able to secure that. And meanwhile, this Kale is just ruthlessly bullying this poor Maokai top lane, which is not what you want to see. Yeah, blue team is going to go ahead and get the dragon. Well, meanwhile, BOP is going to go ahead and try to solo the Void Grubs up here. And yeah, I mean, 30 CS lead for Kale at 6.5 minutes is not ideal. So, that is not what you want to see. I guess. I mean, so far PP has played really, really well, but this Kale's a ticking time bomb. It is on an accelerated fuse at this rate. so far, about 1K gold lead for Team PP. Huge lead so far with Skarner, which is not what you want to see. That champion is busted. Meanwhile, the Zac is invading again. He's going to try to steal the blue, but he's going to fail. Meanwhile, the Skarner's just going to beat the crap out of him. He tries to land an ulti on him, but the Zac is able to flash in to avoid it, so he's going to get to survive this time. And how is all the various volume, by the way? My voice, the game, I assume it's all good, but feel free to let me know if it is not. Look like they're going for a fight down here in the bot lane. Very early Sivir ulti. It's going to force the Poppy flash to avoid the Thresh hook. I don't know if that was really necessary, but better safe than sorry, I guess. Can you narrate my life for the next 2 weeks? That sounds exhausting. Oh my god. I'm gonna narrow it to someone all day for 2 weeks. Oh my goodness. They're working medical devices, so it could be fun. Oh goodness, I would get the chance to try to pronounce medical phrase or medical words that I can't pronounce properly. That could be interesting. Ganked by another email. True. Just nerf the insurance company, bro. They're too OP. Well, gank's going on here in the mid lane. Decent gank by Zac, but unfortunately, that's going to get immediately countered by Skarner. They are going to try to get away, but unfortunately, they just don't have quite enough. So the Trist is going to go down. So fantastic counter gank by the Skarner there. Meanwhile, the fight is breaking out here. They are able to win the CCG on Puff Buffer, and he is going to, or Stuff Buffer, and he is going to go down. That's going to be, although, did Thresh steal the kill that time? I believe he did. So there you go. He finally figured it out. Cast my life for 2 months. God damn, bro. I'm gonna have to compare all these competing offers and see who offers me the best rate.
Flame purifies.
Well, yeah, I mean this Kale has, I think she's only missed like 8 or 9 minions so far, and up a good 55 CS. Not what you want to see. They're going to be trying for another gank here on the mid lane. Poppy's going to be able to push the Swain back a bit, but he's going to be able to just walk away from this. Second set of grubs is spawning here in about 5 seconds. The support for Team BOP is up here early. They would really like to start to see if they can get all 5 or all 6 of these void grubs here. And the mid is roaming as well. They're going to go for a top lane dive on this. Maokai sure seems like it. I think they kind of need to hurry this up. They are seeing. They kind of need to get going. I don't know what they're waiting for. Poppy just needs to accept she probably needs to die to make this play happen. So, well, maybe not, but I guess they don't have to. But here we go. Go ahead and be a Poppy gang stun right to the tower there. And yeah, Maokai is going to go down, and the Poppy is able to just barely get out of tower range. There you go. And they are going to go ahead and get these this void grub as well, but PP is going to move in and get the second dragon. All right, guys in chat, what would you rather have? Would you rather have 6 void grubs or 2 dragons at this point in the game? Because I feel like we see that train a lot, and I don't know which is really better to prioritize. So I'm curious, which guys would you like better? Okay, I'm seeing a couple different answers so far. Okay. 2 answers for void grubs. Interesting. Okay. Meanwhile, they're running this Mundo down, but they're not quite able to land the hook on him. So he's gonna be able to walk away, although he is gonna be forced all the way off his tower. The gold gap has closed a bit, up to about 700 for Team PP, which is surprising. Get dragons later. There you go. Dragons. This game looks like about 34 minutes sold and used deal this game. I think I agree with that. I think in general I would prefer to have dragons just because that means you get that soul win condition sooner. I agree with that. But if you do have a nice split push like top lane on your team, I do think those 6 void grubs have extra value. Mikhail's level 11 already. She's got about over 10 CS per minute so far. So well done to her. Meanwhile, another gank's coming down on this Swain here. Are they gonna be able to get him? He's healing a lot. I'm not sure if they actually have the damage to finish him off here. It's gonna be close. Yes, they do. They just barely have enough to finish him off. Playing Mazahar, you get grubs all the time. That's true. Looks like they're going to do a nice 3-man on the kill here, but her flash is up. She's going to be able to flash away. Although Zesty's still going for it, and he's going to try the flash hook, but the kill is able to juke it, so she's going to get to live. Well played by her. What is a caster's favorite Italian dish? That's a good question. Give me a really good, like, meat lasagna, I think is really good. I think I like that. Meanwhile, there's going to be a return gank here on the top lane. Zach isn't be able to get the CC chain here, and the Tristans are going around the flank. Are they going to be able to get the angle? No, they're going to go ahead and back off. And meanwhile, there's a lot of moving pieces around here in the top lane. And Toppy's trying to kind of get some kind of flash E play. And everyone's just kind of converging, but yeah, I mean, so far, PP is giving them the PP right now. And they've got the, we got their mid laner TPing as well. Not quite able to finish off with Zach, although he is going to run down there. He is going to go down. How do we feel about meatloaf? I mean, meatloaf's not bad, but I wouldn't call it an Italian dish, right? Or the band. Ugh. Alright, well, PP's going to take their one fight there and going to move in and take this Rift Herald. And so far, I mean, the goal lead is still only about 1,000 in favor of PP, so... And yes, you can tell by the fact that one of our teams previous is PP that we are a very mature and sophisticated bunch of gamers. Trevor heard Nunya predict the 40-minute game and said, watch this throw. I mean, that's true. They need that 40-minute game, though. They're in a good position for it. Mundo's farm is decent. He's got his Warmogs. Hale's farm is exceptional. Sun's farm's not bad either, but yeah, I mean, they've gotten the kill advantage so far for Team PP, but this Kayle just has such a huge CS lead. She's almost up she's up about 2,000 on Maokai on her lonesome, just from all that farm and gold, or farm and plates, so just gotta keep them in the game gold-wise. Not if they desperation play ganks into a Silver Thresh. Indeed, that is a very dangerous lane to gank that can easily get turned on you, so I agree with that. Anyone know why we can't see the sneaky elephants in river this game? I mean, I can see them. Can you guys not see them? You may need to get your eyes checked there, buddy. I see them just fine. Yeah, see, look, there's one right there. And dragon is spawning here. Looks like Team PP's moving in position. Gonna try to secure a third dragon here. Maokai is back here on a ward. That could give BOP an opportunity to maybe do something here, but unfortunately their jungler is currently forced to run for the hills, which is not a good sign. Would I buy an Ahri skin for $500? If it was somebody else at $500 maybe. And meanwhile, fight's gonna break out here. I'm probably gonna kind of get caught out. She's gonna be able to make it away. And I have just been delivered food. Thank you to the gracious hosts in my house. Some type of chicken melt by the looks of it. And yes, PP is going to be able to get this third dragon here. I have no idea what the recipe is. I did not cook it. Ooh, and the Kale's unfortunately going to get caught out here, and she does not have flash. She's going to go ahead and go down. It's going to be a big shutdown to whoever gets to take her down. And they're playing a little dangerously, trying to give the kill to Sivir there. I think they probably would have tried to kill her a little bit faster, but. Going to be a bit of an engagement out here. Nice play. The pressure kind of slow down the Zac engage a little bit, but he's still caught out, and he is going to have to flash over. And meanwhile, Zac again, but he's able to interrupt the hook again, and that gives enough time for Stall for Skarn to come in here, and he's going to go ahead and start cleaning people up. Well, Trista's get one kill, and Zac is going to force him to jump out of here. He's going to be able to escape. He flashes, but not in time to avoid the Maokai thing, but he might be able to just bounce his way out of there. And meanwhile, Kale comes in, but she's not really able to do much, so it looks like Zac does indeed complete the great escape. Almost at the 20-minute mark. Gold is about dead even, which is very surprising, given the kill differential and the objective differential. But that's what farming will do for you.
Shieldy.
I don't know if you guys can hear me eating this food. I apologize if it's too loud, but I'm not going to stop eating it either way. Or I'm not going to stop eating it either way. So, you know, just letting you know. I'm sorry, but I'm not that sorry. Well, another engage comes in, but another fantastic fresh play on the Zaki, so he's going to interrupt the knockup. That's going to give enough time for TP to cut away. And meanwhile, there's a fight breaking on the bot lane as well. Meanwhile, this is some very sus positioning by Zed, or by Tristana, but he kind of gets saved by the very timely arrival of Zac. And Zac's going to go ahead and try and take down this Sivir, but I'm not sure he has damage. The bot lane of PP trying their best to just fight off this outnumber situation, but they're just running out of room, and they're going to go ahead and both go down. And that's going to be a big shutdown over to the Mundo. And meanwhile, while that was happening, it looks like Kale killed Swain in the bot lane and had to run, and somehow managed to escape that flank, or to escape that collapse even with 0 HP. I don't know how that happened. That was crazy. Meanwhile, this tanky front line of BOP is just running down this poor Maokai, but it looks like he's going to be able to create enough distance to escape. Fourth dragon's going to come up here in about a minute. Very early potential dragon soul for PP, although are they strong enough to actually contest the play now if they're down in gold? You can say. Looks like they're going to catch up the Mundo here, and he unfortunately does not have ulti or go, so he's going to go ahead and go down. Hold on here. Get back up. All right, I did finish eating my butter sandwich. Mundo makes a very classic mistake here. I have to point this out as a Mundo enjoyer, okay? So, he's caught out hard here. That's not the mistake, okay? He's dead. That sucks. That's all you can do. But here's the problem. You see all these? You see these 3 hearts still stacked that he just didn't collect? He had just accepted his death and started autoing. Could have gotten a bunch of extra hearts still stacks, but he tried to run in a futile attempt. And meanwhile, while I'm blabbing about that, there's a dive in the mid lane here. Kale's just going to go ahead and send back up here. They're going to try to dive this Swain. They are gonna get him, but they're both gonna go down in return. That is definitely not worth it for Team BOP. So well played to Swain there. Oh, Dragon is coming up. Both teams are trying to move in position here. Maokai is kind of stuck a little bit on the side, but it looks like they're going to let him in. Unfortunately, BOP just has 3 people down, so they just can't realistically can't contest this. That's going to go ahead and go down. That's going to be a 23-minute Dragon Soul for Team PP, and a Cloud Soul at that, aka the best one. So yeah, even though in terms of the scoreboard and the Dragons, obviously PP has a huge lead, but they're still behind in gold because shutdowns. So they got to hit that Kale spike and play for Elder. That's tough though, right? I mean, Elder's going to come up at what? 29 minutes? I mean, that's still pretty. I mean, that's. Can Kale get to level 16 by 29 minutes? Probably. Will that be strong enough to carry the fight through a Cloud's Dragon Soul? I don't know. It's going to be tough. True. There's a lot of games where Kale's team is down the whole time, and then she gets 16, they win one big objective fight, and that's it. You know, part of me agrees with you, Blue Metal, about the shutdowns. Meanwhile, they're kind of they played one here. They run heads down the Triss, but she's able to escape. She's got a bit of teammates here. But they are able to kind of help her make sure she doesn't get run down. They are. Poppy kind of gets caught forwarding there. She is going to go down. And they're going to try to redo this game or redo this tower dive on the Triss. No, they're just going to go ahead and move right to the Baron. Although they're teleporting away. Looks like they're going to try to do a dive play on this Swain down here. He's a tanky boy, but I think do they have enough to do it? No, he's going to be able to get out. Meanwhile, fight's breaking up here by the Baron. It's looking like PP is going to come out ahead, but they do lose their main source of DPS, so they're not going to be able to do this Baron now. So, good contest by Team BOP there to kill the Sivir and prevent the Baron. Take a look at the Kale 16 progress here. It looks like she's about 85% there. 2 or 3 more waves should be enough. She will indeed have it in time for Elder Dragon. Plus a couple items, 2.5 items. It's not bad. I do think her farm, or I do think she's a little bit behind given how well the game started, but it's hard to keep up that pace of farming forever. going to try to go for the Kale here. Man, they're just a little too slow, not quite able to reach her.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Well, Zach was getting engaged behind, and they did not see that coming, so no threat to block this time. The rest of both teams are coming in, but so far, it's kind of trading tit for tat. Maokai is not quite here yet. He does not have TP. Unfortunately, PP is just going to have to back off a little bit. And the Kale does go down, but she did hit level 16. You know, PP is going to take their one-man advantage, and they're going to walk right back over with this Baron again. They don't have the greatest DPS team right now, but they should have enough to secure this, no problem. He ulted Skarner by accident. Yeah, he did. Or either that or it was a bad decision, one or the other. Zach goes for the Valiant steal attempt, but unfortunately he was still too late. He's gonna go ahead and go down. That'd be funny to see Skarner ult and get punched by Poppy. It would be funny. I think that would be a very amusing interaction. That would completely fuck over Poppy's team, but that's part of what makes it funny. You think you don't go Kale, play something that can farm him early, not scale for late? I actually disagree with that. I think this was, if you know you're against an opponent that you're just a lot better than, I think you take the scaling champion and win lane with it anyway, other than trying to like go for kills, you know? Because Maokai could just play safe, right? So there's a limit to how much you can snowball in top lane if your opponent can play safe. Meanwhile, Icebreaker out here, another engage with a Zac, and the Kale is trying desperately to run down Sivir, but Sivir's just a little too fast, so meanwhile, she's going to have to turn around and change targets here, and good CC being laid down by BOP, but they are taking a lot of damage from the Swain, and meanwhile, the Kale gets hooked. She is able to get the ulti off in time, but she is going to go ahead and go down. She's got pulled a little too far into the team. And now, meanwhile, Muna's getting run down. A nice flash. It's going to be another pickup by Thresh. Zesty Queso angling for another player of the week with these crazy plays. Is that going to be game one? Let's see. I assume it will, but let's see.
Red team's inhibitor has been destroyed.
Yep, they're going to go ahead and force the play down, as they should. I don't think these two can pop these 5. They absolutely cannot. So congratulations to Team PP. They show that they are indeed the superior team so far. And that means, ladies and gentlemen, that Team BOP is officially on fraud alert. They've been talking big all season. This was their chance to show they're one of the big dogs. And that wasn't it. That wasn't it, my friends. Can they rally and win games 2 and 3 and get the reverse sweep? Or will they go down in game 2 and prove that they were indeed a pretender? And yeah, that's Zac. I mean, I like Zac. I think Zac is busted. But yeah, that Thresh was just giving him a real hard time. All right, looks like both teams are just kind of mentally preparing. I'm sure BOP will beat their PPs after series to feel better. I mean, that is one way to do it. I'm just waiting for the teams to make the Game 2 lobby here. It's hard to beat PP. Just get that checked out. Why not during load screen? I mean, it depends on how good of a computer you have, I suppose. I suppose. If you have a good computer, you have a lot less time. All right, I'm getting it. Oh, all right. Getting into game lobby game two. It looks like they're going to go ahead. Well, actually, I don't know. I'm not sure who is playing on what side here in game two. That's why I'm still on Windows 7, so you have more time to rub one out between games. I get that. I do. You see the Ari skin and the loading screen. It's like, oh shit, better be fast. I get that. All right, they've given me the draft link. Let's go ahead and load that up. And I don't know. Okay, it's looking like they're keeping the sides here for game two. Okay. As Bop likes red side. I don't know why, but here we are. We got draft coming in here. And yeah, they look like Bop's had enough of Skarner. They're going ahead and ban that here going into game two. Smart. Never let the opposing team get Skarner if you can help it. That's my motto right now. That champion is disgusting. All right, they're going to bring him back to the Thresh, first pick for Team PP. They loved it from Zesty Queso in game one, and they said, heck with it. They're going to bring it back in game two. And they're going to bring back the Mundo in first lock for game two as well for Bob. That's very interesting. Now, question is, are they going to play it in bot lane again? I guess they probably are. I know that Puff Buffer. I can't remember which one is which. I think Puff Buffer is the ADC. I know he is. I know he is a Mundo aficionado. So he picks him Mundo basically whenever he gets the chance. I believe we tried banning Mundo during our series to force him to play a real ADC. But on what are Thresh counters? Uh, Probably like poke, like mage bot laners that can poke and do lots of damage because Thresh is not really tanky until later. He's not that much tankier than an enchanter. So I think, especially, and if the Zara is probably really good because you can use the plants to block hooks too. Oh wow, that's gonna be an instant Lilia lock in for Team PP. Very interesting. And it looks like we're gonna probably see a Mundo Taric bot lane for Bop. They're sticking with their double melee bot lane philosophy. Fair enough. And then they're going to run back the Sivir here. I don't see why not. Worked pretty well last game. The unfortunate part of playing playing something like Mundo Tarek bot lane is it does kind of pigeonhole your team into being a run at them team. So and because you do that, their opponents can kind of understand what's about to come at them and prepare and pick counters like Sivir, like Thresh, and other just anti-engaged teams. So I like PP's draft again here in game 2. And it's going to be the Diana here for my Backusaur, barring something unexpected. They are going to ban the Swain here in round 2. They don't want to deal with that again. That's fair. Playing melee heavy comps against Swain is just insanely difficult. So I don't blame that ban at all. If anything, I probably would have banned it first round and not even risked it. Yeah, I mean, I think you're right, Nunya. I agree that they're basically conceding the early lane and first dragon because of that. Meanwhile, a Yasuo ban for Team PP. Okay. I guess they want to deny the Yasuo Diana combo. Makes sense. Fair enough. There's going to be a Tristana and a Nivea bans coming in last. Okay. $5 it's Panth mid incoming. That would be different for sure. I see Pantheon I enjoy myself. I'm not a huge fan of Pantheon mid just because he doesn't have a lot of range. This is kind of what you want from mid laners, but we'll see. It's going to be the set coming in. Team BOP, so that's going to be MPEX on set. I like Trist more, but I think Ben has been iffy about playing it. Yeah, Trist mid is kind of an unusual pick. I get why a lot of mid laners just don't want to fuck with it. So, are they gonna bust out the Karma mid? Wow, Team PP is a couple months behind the patches, but if they still think it's good, I mean, it could be Karma top too. You might be right. It could be Karma top. Let's see here, last pick for Team PP. What's it gonna be? Dan plays it. Okay. Okay, fair enough. Kind of goes well with their Zoomy Boys comp too, so it makes sense. And it's going to be a Victor last pick for the PPs. So you guys were right. Karma top. Victor is a very good champion. To kite back as well with all the AoE and the stun field and the ulti and all that good stuff. So yeah, I like it. And meanwhile, last pick for Team BOP. They get the middle of their choice. What are they going to go with? Hovered the Yone for a second there. Switch over to the Cassiopeia. Their front line isn't great. Yeah, it's not. It's basically just, yeah. I do worry about that. They didn't pick a lot of front line. And it is indeed going to be the Cassiopeia last pick. Interesting. Yeah, I'm inclined to agree with you. I think they're leaning very hard into this zoomy comp for Team PP, but I don't. Yeah, it's going to be a squishy comp, other than the shields, which obviously will help with Karma. But other than that, yeah, I don't like this. I think they went a little too crazy on the speed. They needed a little more beef, I think. Meanwhile, on the side of BOP, yeah, Cassiopeia mid. I mean, I guess if you needed a DPS champ in mid, this is a choice. But I don't know if I would want a short range carry mid lane against Victor, Sivir, Lilia. I hated the Victor pick, and somehow BOP found a pick I hate more than it. So you hate both mid lane picks, is what you're saying. I gotcha. Dick sus here for sure. What would you have liked to see instead of the Victor? Pantheon? Bro, why do you want Pantheon? You want the Pantheon for frontline and like CC? I mean, I guess. I don't know if I like blind picking Pantheon mid though. that seems dangerous. PP having no dash and a lot of mobility to dodge cast abilities. Yeah. I mean, they might. Yeah, they're gonna be so fast that I don't know what PP mid plays either. I mean, either. Apparently, Anivia and Swain, because they banned Anivia twice. Blue Meadow got you excited about the Panth. That's the main reason. Fair enough. Victor hurts the Lilia pick incentivizes heavy MR. You do have a point there. You have a point there. Um, yeah, because their only real AD source is Sivir. So I guess you kind of hope that the Sivir pops off so that stacking MR is less effective. And I mean, if you're gonna pick anyone to pop off, it's probably Reese. So that's fair. Corki was probably the best pick. Ooh, that's a good point. Corki. That's right. Okay. And let me go ahead and update the scoreboard here since I forgot to do it earlier. Got PP is up 1-0 going into game 2. All right. I think we both have some question marks for both comps here. But despite that, who do you guys like? Does PP go ahead and close the series in 2, or does BOP bounce back and force a game 3? What do you guys think? You like PP? No thoughts, just vibes. That's funny. I'm with Bucci. You just enjoy the show. Fair enough. It's a good attitude to have. MR stack on Mundo set Tarek sounds rough. I do agree with that. That is for sure. That is for sure, especially on Mundo. That is. I mean, Lilia is pretty good at killing Mundo, and Victor's pretty good at not dying to Mundo, especially with Sivir help, Karma help. But yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna take a very short bathroom break. Wait for the spectator delay for 2.5 minutes. So feel free to argue amongst yourselves here in the chat, and I will be right back. Whoopsie. My mouse drifted over to that corner there. So you guys get to see what all can you guys even see from that? By the way, I'm actually curious. Can you guys even see anything meaningful from that little tab that shows up? I don't know if you can. Just the weather, but it says your town. Okay, fair enough. Nobody come over and murder me. All right. Let's go ahead and get into the game here. Pause, UON, Control Shift Z, zoom out a little bit, and then we'll switch to in game. All right, here we go. On to game 2. The walls are pretty comfy. You might not want to hide in there. This is an old house. I can't pretend there's nothing carcinogenic in there.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Or I can't promise. Did I say pretend? I don't know what I said. I can't promise there's nothing carcinogenic in there.
30
I don't care how to play League. That's true. You already have cancer just from playing this game, so that's fair. Meanwhile, Bop's going for their level 1 invade as per usual, but they are spotted out by this ward. So they're unlikely to really get much out of this.
Minions have spawned.
All right. Oh, and meanwhile, wow, Trevor is or Diana is still here in the jungle. Although, did they see him on this ward? I guess that ward won't see him, so he's gonna go ahead and start the Raptors here of Team PP. So he's gonna go ahead and steal some of these early camps. Now, when he goes over to the red, he is gonna be seen. So we'll be interested to see how the Lilia chooses to respond. Oh, this is a very slow start for the Lilia. Is Lilia's level 1 always this slow? I guess she has to smite it, so a little bit behind. Be interesting to see how she chooses. She does, in fact, see the Diana there, so she's going to go ahead and abandon the Gromp and go ahead right over to this red buff. But she, in turn, is going to be seen by this buff. Or no, actually, no, that's their ward. Never mind. I'm talking nonsense. So they're going to go ahead and... No, don't do this. No, go... No, bad! Go for... No, okay. This is so not worth it. Oh, my God. Oh, buddy, you got to farm. You can't level 2 gank or just get a flash. It's not worth it. Now you've given away where you are. So Diana's going to get to active impunity here. Looks like she's going to try an early gank in the bot lane. She's kind of waiting for her bot lane to get level 2 here before moving in. Yep, and there they have it. So here comes the gank. Ooh, and they're going to go ahead and flash stun the Thresh. Makes sense since Sivir can spell shields. They're going to go for him, but unfortunately they don't quite have the damage to take him down. So he's going to be able to run. Yeah. And Lilia does go ahead and over and steal the red buff, but yeah, she's only done 2 camps so far, and now she's heading back to her own jungle. This is very bizarre jungle pathing, Sawdude, I have to be honest. Like, I know this is a weird situation, but you're putting yourself behind a lot by doing these weird pathing shenanigans. Like, just steal the Raptors afterwards. Diana's not gonna get there in time. Steal those. They're closer. They're worth the same money. But anyway. Yeah, should have taken all 3 camps. I agree with you. Should have taken all 3 camps the moment she saw Diana on her red buff. Just take the whole top side. Heck with it. And yeah, now Diana's going to have a very sizable CS lead because of that. She's got 3 camps so far. And that's just some... I'm not meaning to flame Sawdude. This is just something you learn from experience. And obviously, my Backusaur is a very experienced jungler. So, unfortunately, he's going to face check right into this Diana. I don't know if the Diana actually has enough early damage to do anything. I feel like that flash was really unnecessary by the Lilia there. I mean, this is a level 4 Diana. She's not going to one-shot you. But yeah, rough start for the Lilia. Mostly self-inflicted, if I'm honest, but he is, I think, able to smite that camp away by the looks of it. I think he did. Yeah, so... Meanwhile, Diana's going to go ahead and try to do the Great Escape, but he is going to get hooked into the Victor field, so he's going to get stunned. But she does have backup. They're calling in both the mid laner and the support. And in return, it's going to be Lilia that goes down instead. So, man, I mean, Jeff might have called it. Let's see if Trev can hard carry the game on this Diana. Meanwhile, they're going for a 2v1 play on the Sivir here while Thresh is away, but unfortunately they're a little too slow for the ball to do it. So Thresh is able to get back in time. Not quite able to do a counter engage though, thanks to Mundo passive there.
A little something from Targa.
I would have maybe gone in anyway, even though the Mundo didn't get stunned, but eh. And meanwhile, a bit of an all-in going here on the mid lane, and Vermilion just barely gets out on the Victor, so he's going to have to back and TV back to lane. But the Diana does know he's here. Is he going to be able to finish him? Oh, yes, he is. He's going to go ahead and flash in. He's going to go down. So another kill over to there to Diana. This is absolutely not what you want if you were Team PP. Do not feed the Diana. She's like a zoo animal. Once you give her some early kills, she gets a taste for blood, and then she breaks out of the enclosure and starts killing the zoo patrons. Don't want that. And meanwhile, they're going to be another all-in here in the bot lane. Lily is going to be here. They're going to be able to finish somebody off, though? No, it doesn't look like. And meanwhile, Diana is going to counter gank, but no real follow-up, so she's going to go ahead and back off, even though she landed the Q. Or one out for Harambe, indeed. Man, that is a retro meme at this point. Is flashbacks to Zoo Tycoon dinos? Was there a version of Zoo Tycoon that had dinosaurs in it? I didn't even know that. Meanwhile, Mpex is trying to do something sneaky here in the bush. Is he going to be able to hit stun? No, he just barely gets out of range. And Karma's going to land her combo on here and just be able to just keep poking and sustaining. Both early objectives, Grubs and Dragon, are up. Neither team's really made a move for them yet. Looking like Really Bad Zed is going to try to maybe gank this Karma with a nice roam on the couch. You'll be a very nice skin, by the way. I wonder if he just bought the skin, because this skin, I know the skin is on sale in the shop right now because I just looked, or looked earlier today. I wonder if he just bought this. No idea. I'll have to ask him later, but I just think that would be a funny coincidence. Bust out a new skin in Beer League. Meanwhile, Diana's going to go ahead and flash in over the wall. I would like it if she tried to kind of pull these a little bit so she could AoE all of them. I also would like it if the Cassiopeia stayed to help, but I guess they think that Diana's not in any danger. So she's just going to go ahead and go mid. And I guess Lilia doesn't know that she's doing this, so I guess that Diana is safe. Yeah, he has no idea. He might actually run into him at the Scuttle Crab here real quick. And yeah, and he does see the notification from getting Void Grubs just in time to be able to walk away. So yeah, it's going to be another camp there for Diana. And so far, not nearly the CS lead you would expect here in bot lane. I mean, Sivir's only up maybe a wave, and there's 4 more farm for Mundo right there. So in reality, she's only up maybe like 3 or 4 CS. That's not really what you'd expect. Meanwhile, they're trying to move in here to get position on this dragon. See if Victor can go ahead and shove this lane out and quickly rotate over to the dragon. No, in fact, they're going to go ahead and back off here. Sivir's going to go ahead and catch the wave. She does have her ulti now, and Thresh is about halfway there. Hold on, prayer. Anyway, I kind of hate that song exists because every time I think of halfway there, the song kicks into my head, and you know, sometimes the intrusive thoughts, they're a little too much. You know what I mean? But anyway, bit of ward wars going on here between the Lilia and the Taric. Plus 35 to, or was it plus 30? Plus 30 to Lilia? I don't know. I don't do vision nonsense, so I don't know how much the wards are worth when you kill them. Meanwhile, PP is going to go ahead and move in on this dragon here. Unfortunately, BOP is not really in any real position to contest. So they need to be careful here to not overstay the welcome. So it looks like the BOP is going to go in. They are going to get the dragon, but they just kind of move themselves into a corner here. Very nice 3-man sleep by the Lilia, but unfortunately Diana was able to then show up and clean him up. And meanwhile, I mean, this should be a lot of cleaned up kills for Diana here. Nice ulti. Unfortunately, it does get stunned by the Victor thing, Victor wheel, and then Diana is going to go down. And meanwhile, the 2 carries here for PP are just trying to fight off this Mundo as well as this low health Cassiopeia on the side. Cassiopeia wants to try to help, but she's just too low, and she has to leave the leave the Mundo to die. Unfortunately, ooh! And unfortunately, Cassiopeia was on the ward, so the Sivir was able to play dumb, walk up right next to it, and then take her out. Well done. Honestly, pretty well played there by both teams, but I think it's fair to say that TP probably came out ahead, just because they got the dragon. And yeah, getting those early kills on Victor, not ideal. Yeah, and yeah, they're doing some talking back and forth in chat. You like to see that. You like to see that. Ooh, are they gonna be able to catch up the Thresh here? No, looks like he's gonna be able to play the Taric away. Diana is gonna go ahead and get the Scuttle Crab though, despite the attempted steal by Lilia. So far, pretty even game. About 800 gold lead, 900 gold lead for Team BOP. Once again, a lot of it that's due to the farm gap in the top lane. Meanwhile, Thresh is laying a sneaky sneak here on the back. Question is, do they win this fight? Yeah, they do. I mean, Sivir just spell shielded that stun, so meanwhile, they don't have anything. They don't have their hard season fight this. So they're gonna go hard on the Mundo, but he's gonna go ahead and pop Ghost and just run on out of there. Unfortunately for Taric, he's gonna split off, and he's gonna get cut off here by the Lilia and the Victor, so he's gonna go down. Okay. Ooh, and then Thresh is gonna kind of get caught out here by the Diana, but then Thresh is gonna do his best to stall. But unfortunately, it ends up being a nice flash Diana ulti that's gonna pull in both the bot laners. They are gonna go down, and Diana is trying desperately to use her abilities to escape here, and she's gonna do it too. She's out of there. Well played by Diana there. Although there is a TP coming in from a red team, Set's coming in from the back. They do see him. Unfortunately, he doesn't have anyone left here to help, so I'm not sure if he's gonna be able to actually do anything. And yeah, they're just playing the ring around the rosy on this little, whatever the heck you call this. And he's gonna go right through the Sivir. He's gonna go ahead and ult her away from the tower to make sure to skip the kill. And meanwhile, thankfully, Mundo does come back, and Taric, they're able to finish him off. So nice TP there by Set. I don't think you should lose too much. You might lose one play here. Karma's not a great tower taker, so I doubt she'll be able to get more than one. So nice TP by Mpex. I would have liked to have seen it a little bit earlier while this fight was happening here. Maybe could have gotten a little bit while Diana and them were running away. Maybe could have gotten a bit more, but maybe it just wasn't up yet. Maybe it wasn't available. I don't know. But in either case, BOP up by about 1,000. Dragon and Grubs are both spawning here just over a minute, so we might see another trade for those. Oh no, wait a minute. Oh no, the Grubs are already up. Oh, this is the Rift Herald spawn, okay. Oh, they finally moved these. They actually layer properly now, so you can read it. Okay, thank you, Riot, I appreciate that. I still would like to see them pull this better so that Diana can hit all three at once for AoE, but I guess when you've got Nashor's Tooth, it doesn't make that big a difference. And yeah, very, very interesting first item build on Diana jungle. Is that what you're supposed to do? Do you go Nashor's Tooth? I would have thought you'd go like Proto Belt first, but I guess if you want to pop off on your Fed, I guess Nashor's Tooth can make sense. Nashor's a rocket though. Yeah, that's what I figured. And we got some emoting going on here in the bot lane. I respect that. Once you get your Warmogs on Mundo, that is a giant green light to start emote spamming at your lane opponent. So it's good to see Puff Buffer is update on the latest Mundo mechanics. And honestly, they should be, like, now that he has this item, they should be looking to trade, like, every chance they get. Like, this item is hilariously OP early in the game. Like, you should be looking to trade and then trade as hard as possible and then regen with Warmogs afterwards, because you get your health back and they don't. We want bomb blabbing about Warmogs. TPP does move into position here on the dragon. It seems like they're gonna maybe try to trade. They're gonna trade mid tower with Rift Herald. No, they're gonna go ahead and rotate. Unfortunately, they're going to be a little too late, but they might get here in time to catch somebody. It looks like PP's going to have to try to fight their way out through this bot lane. They're doing pretty good so far, but the Diana is close. Diana and the Cassiopeia are closing in, and ooh, the Diana is able to get the double pullback. That's going to be a double flash from PP. They are going to be able to take down the Thresh. They're trying their best to kite this out. And yeah, the Cassiopeia's ghost unfortunately runs out, so she's not able to keep chasing. And meanwhile, they're looking for more, but Lily's taking a little bit too much damage here from the Cassiopeia, and she's forced to flash away. And Victor not fully ready to try to fight this back, so Cassiopeia doesn't really lose much from that. Although she does try to flash, or she does try to flash to finish the kill, but not quite able to get it. Meanwhile, they're still kind of messing around in their jungle here, see if they can catch somebody. Ooh, and then Mpex is moving down here with the set. Unfortunately, their bot lane is going to be out of here. There's nobody left to dive, really. "15-minute Cole, huge finish." Cesar, did he start Cole? I assume he didn't because he had a Doran's Blade. So yeah, I mean, if he bought it first back and then finished it, that's pretty good. But I don't know if he started or not. I don't know. Your Archlector, your name makes me think of Warhammer, because there's just one guy who's literally he's an Archlector, and every time you click on him, he says Archlector. And so it's just making me think of Warhammer every time I look at your name. Oh, what did I just do? I don't want to do that. Hold up. There we go. I think I put it in slow motion for a second there. Okay, we're back. And it looks like, yeah, we finally get a very late first tower, but we do need to get it here on the bot lane for Team BOP. It's from the first Law trilogy. I have no idea what that is, but I will take your word for it. Meanwhile, some action going off in here in the top lane. They do have this Diana here. She is very big. They do have the Cassiopeia coming as well. They're going to be able to get some time to engage off for the Diana. And Thresh is doing his best to bodyguard here, and so far it looks like he's going to succeed. He is going to go down, but he does kind of protect the rest of his team from getting engaged on. So well done to Mr. Zesty Queso there, making the best of a bad situation to get his team out. Although he needs to be a little bit careful because they're going around. Trevor said he can't get in from the front, he's going around the back, giggity. He is able to force up the Victor flash there. Meanwhile, I mean, you are living dangerous there, Trevor, with how big of a well, I guess you don't have that big of a shutdown, so okay, fair enough. He is going to get run down by the Lillian. No, he is going to be able to dodge. He does have Terror here to help, but does not have a lot of health. And yeah, I guess he's just going to have to. He's going to survive. He's going to stall long enough for his team to get there. He's going to get the plant.
Team's turret has been destroyed.
Well, yeah, BOP up to about a 3,500 gold lead now. All right. And Set and Karma kind of scrapping on the side. Thresh is there to help her get out. And I have to say, so far, I've been very impressed with Puff Buffer's farming on this bot lane Mundo. Obviously, there is a massive point disparity in these two bot lanes. Team PP's bot lane is a 6 and a 4, and Team BOP's bot lane is 0 and a 0, so a 10-point difference. And yet, so far, it hasn't really translated into much for Team PP. So give BOP the credit. They've mitigated their disadvantage quite well. All right, Rihi, clear something up for me. Is your name Rihi or Richie? Because I feel like half the people call you Richie and half the people call you Rihi. So which is it? Come on. Your name is Richie. Okay. So it's both. Got it. Okay, fair enough. Looks like they're moving on the dragon here. BOP is able to get good position on it this time. Then it's going to go ahead and go down. And yeah, first dragon of the series here for Team BOP, and they want more. It's going to be a nice engage there with the Diana. She's taking a lot of damage, but she's pretty tanky with that Rift Maker, so she's going to be just fine. And Victor's going to go down, and then the rest of BOP is going to try to run down, see if they can get any more. Nice hook there on the Cassiopeia is going to force out her flash. And Trevor, please. You have such a huge shutdown. Go back. Do something other than poking with no HP. Oh, boy. I mean, he's only died once, so I guess it's been working, but he is living life on the edge. Is this a best of 3? Yes, it is. It is a best of 3. So far, Team PP is up 1-0, so this is game 2. And so far, Team BOP has responded quite well here in game 2. We'll see if they can close it out and force game 3. Meanwhile, a bit of an engage going on here in the mid lane, and the Taric is going to go down. And they're going to keep chasing? No, they're not. They don't have anything left. And they're going to go ahead and try to get a gank here on MPEX, but this is ganking a set from behind is very dangerous business. I'm not sure if you want to actually try doing this. Although he is going to have to bring in the whole Goon squad here to come and take it out, so I guess if you bring the whole team, it works out. There you go. And meanwhile, Diana's going to wait here and hope somebody walks up to see if he can score a cheeky kill, but it looks like it's not going to happen. And meanwhile, Mundo is doing what he loves to do best. Push side lanes until level 16. And then team fight. Those are his 2 favorite things. Meanwhile, he's going to go ahead and get a nice big chunk on this tower thanks to his demolish with all of that HP. So yeah, he's going to get half of it right away. Honestly, he could probably keep going. I don't think this Karma can stop him at all. But he doesn't want to get caught. He wants to play it safe. I respect that. A little bit. Kind of. Not really, but, you know, you got to say you respect it because caster's not biased or whatever. But, yeah, I'd like to see Mundo push really hard for this tower, make him leave. Get that 700 gold, big boy. Meanwhile, fight's breaking over here in the topside jungle. Looks like they're able to catch out the Victor. Unfortunately missed it because I was busy complaining about tower gold. That is a lot of damage coming up on the Diana, and that was a very interesting flash over the wall, and gives the kill to Stiffer, I want to say. Meanwhile, the fight's kind of breaking out here. MPEX is very, very deep. Unfortunately, not able to land the W on anyone, so he's going to have to flash out and escape. And there's still a real follow-up for the rest of Team BOP, so they're going to have to back up as well. And meanwhile, in this bot lane, get it, Mundo! Get that tower! Yeah, there you go. I don't know why you just ulted, but okay. Get that heart still, at least. There you go. I don't think he's going to kill her, but you got the tower. Yeah, see, now would be a good time to have this ult so you can run away from this. Reese paid for overnight delivery on that shutdown. There you go. And yeah, see, this would be a very useful time to have that ulti so you could get the heart still stacks, bro. Stop chasing the kill you're not going to get. Get the heart still stacks. Top buffer! I'm going to have to PM after the game. I'm going to be like, bro, get the heart still stacks. Get them. If you're caught, you're going to die. Get the stacks. Hurts my soul. Hurts my soul. Anyway. Oh my goodness. Two pink wards here for Team BOP on the Baron. They really want to make sure that there's no vision on there. But Thresh kills both of them, so a plus 60 gold, I want to say. It's just the case, so 2-for-1 special on pink wards. Let's go ahead. And yeah, the BOP is up about 3,000 gold, but PP does have a pretty sizable lead here in the bot lane, which could be decisive even with the rest of the team behind. So we'll see. Meanwhile, 4th Dragon's gonna come here pretty soon. trying to get position on this Dragon Witch spawns in 20 seconds. Get a fight break in here. Nice. Try to pull the pressure away from his team, but unfortunately he's able to just go ahead and get away. And it's going to be a almost a really nice counter engage for Team TP. But unfortunately, Seth's going to get run down. He's going to force to flee. And then Diana is able to come in here and get it on the side. Meanwhile, people are distracting me with messages in the middle of the team fight on Discord, but that's okay. Diana goes in, not quite able to get anybody. Sivir is able to flash and heal, get away. Meanwhile, the Karma's coming here on the side, just trying to CC anyone long enough for this Victor to get in there into kill range. But he's not quite able to do it. Meanwhile, I mean, this is a tanky Karma, so she's just trying to frontline as hard as possible to get her team into the fight. And yeah, I mean, Diana took a lot of damage. And I think she used her ulti as well. Yeah, so I don't know how much she has left of the tank for this dragon play. And Lily is coming in here. Meanwhile, Mundo's just pushing top. I think if you're BOP, I mean, given how things are positioned, you kind of just, well, I mean, you could TP with Mundo. Okay, interesting. They're gonna go ahead and back and try to stop this Mundo, and Mundo's gonna go ahead and pop his ghost here for reasons unknown. I'm not sure why I don't know why he's using his abilities the way he's using them. Okay, he's gonna go ahead and try to run down the Victor here, but his ghost is gonna run out before he's actually able to get the kill because he used it so early. Yeah, he's gonna have to back off. He's just taking too much damage on the tower, so he's gonna go ahead and go down. And meanwhile, PP is going to be able to force BOP off of this dragon here. So BOP decides, heck with it, we're going to go for this Baron instead. And you guys will be very thankful that I muted my Discord before the game, because people have been messaging me nonstop this entire damn game. On Discord. I save you guys all from checking your Discord every time. So you're welcome. Oh yeah, it's going to be a third, very well played by Team PP there. They managed to kill the Mundo in the split push and secure the dragon. They're up to their third dragon now. Potential dragon soul in 4 minutes. Gold lead is about a little over 4,000 for Team BOP and an inhibitor in top lane. So somebody's going to have to periodically clear this out. I think Victor or Sivir are both pretty good at that though, so I don't think it's that big of a deal. And this is a very large Diana. She has her Zhonya's now, so she can make a bit ballsier plays here. I do like kind of pressuring this Baron, and yeah, they're gonna go for it. They got the Cassiopeia DPS and the Diana DPS, so they can take this really fast. Just gonna make sure that Tarek is the one tanking some of that Diana's damage debuff, and yeah, they're doing it. They're doing it fast. BOP does see them, and they're moving, or he does see them when they're moving in, but not quite fast enough. They are able to finish it. Meanwhile, they're popping ultis. But yeah, I mean, you guys get the Baron, but they're going to be forced to flee. And meanwhile, they're just kind of they're a little disjointed here, right here in the fight. Yeah, both TPs coming out for Team PP. They want vengeance for this Baron they've just given up. So yeah, they're going to go ahead and get Cassiopeia there on the side, and they're going to go ahead and get. They're going to go ahead and get the set as well, I assume. Although it might take a while, and it looks like Muno's going to be able to get away. Well, maybe. Can he get away from this Lilia? Can he just kill this Lilia? Who can say? But Set is making him earn it. He's making him run him down. I mean, if anything, he actually might be able to execute here. He goes into the fountain. Go into the fountain, you goofball. There you go. Nice execute. Good job. So yeah, I mean, even though they got the Baron, the gold gap didn't really widen that much because of all the kills that PP got in return. So was it worth it? Who could say? How many Barons do they even have left? I think they have 2. They have Diana and Mundo. Let's see if they can do anything with it. I would have liked to, given the comp that, given the very AP heavy comp that PP is running, I would have liked to see more MR early on Mundo. So far, the only MR he has is his Mercury Treads, which is a good item to have, don't get me wrong. Although I think this would have been better, but either way. But yeah, I mean, don't go Sunfire, bro. Go the AP one, or the Memetricious one. Get that MR, so you can tank these mages for days and days and days. Because right now, I mean, they got 4 AP champs and you got 85 MR at 30 minutes. That's not the play, my friend. Meanwhile, Mundo's kind of just camping out here in the bot lane, hiding his Baron. Oh, unfortunately, the Baron buff kind of gives away his position. All right, bro, he already knows you're there. He might as well just try to kill him. There we go. And Mundo is going to go ahead and go in here. And he's holding his ulti until the end to finish him off. And that's going to go ahead and get him. Pops the ghost unnecessarily. Man, we need to talk about your ability to use his Yearbus pop over, but good job killing him anyway. Meanwhile, he's going to go ahead and get his solo kill, and he's going to go ahead and try to push down bot. He's going to force people to respond to him, but it's going to be a little too late. He's going to go ahead and get the tower. He should be backing off now, but unfortunately, he doesn't realize he's being rotated down, so he's going to go ahead and go down. Bet you wish he still had that ghost, but oh well, he's going down. AP Bombies is really bad. She's just building Spirit Pistols sitting on the Bombies. You think so? You think it's that bad? I mean, maybe. I mean, you might not even build the Sunfire at all, to be honest. Maybe just rely on the TMF for wave clear if you don't want to build the AP Sunfire. Or the AP Bombies, or whatever you want to call it. I think you're right, it's probably not as good on Mundo, since it scales so hard with health. Obviously, the Sunfire Aegis is better than, what is it, Hollow Radiance is called? Yeah. Still about a 4K gold lead here for bot, and they're moving on this dragon here. Oh no! Oh wow! Reese is doing a very sneaky all on his own dragon. He's going to secure Wind Dragon or Cloud Dragon Soul for Team PP. Bop completely unaware that that dragon was up, and they just gave that up for free. That is a huge macro misplay by Team Bop. Although, honestly, one I would have made, too, because I didn't notice until it was already too late. So, fair enough. But yeah, good eyes on the prize there by Mr. You Can't Resist. Looking for his another Player of the Week add to his showcase as well, because he is the current Player of the Week. Wait, is the lyric Kicks for free? I thought it was Chicks for free. I haven't heard that song in a really long time, though. It could be, if you told me it was either one, I'd believe you. I don't know, I'll have to look that up later, because I have no idea. That's Beverly Hillbillies, right? Someone want to look that up on Google and tell me which one it is, so we can settle this conversation between me and Mr. Jello. Meanwhile, Mundo's got his level 16 power spike. That's big. Honestly, probably on par with the Kale level 16 power spike. Don't at me. You're wrong. I'm right. It is Chicks for free? Okay. All right, fair enough. Money for nothing and Chicks for free it is. Okay. Meanwhile, they're going to land a hook here on the set. He's going to take a ton of damage. He's able to stall a little bit, unfortunately not quite able to save them. Meanwhile, the rest of PP is going to go ahead and run them down. A little too late on the threshold, though, not be able to stop. I think, yeah, it's not able to get anybody else. Team PP here closing the gap a little bit, taking advantage of that Cloud Dragon Souls. I mean, can we all just say that Team PP got very lucky with their team comp, that it's been Cloud Dragon Soul 2 games in a row? Like, that's kind of bullshit, right? Like, are they hacking into the servers to rig it to give them the Dragon Soul they want? I don't know. But anyway, they're moving on to this Baron. They're going to go ahead and rush it. They don't have the greatest DPS here, though, so it should give BOP some time to respond. And indeed they will. It looks like they're going to go ahead and back off for now. Well, they're going to go ahead and try to run him out of the jungle, doing a lot of damage to this Taric, and he's going to go ahead and just barely survive. Cassiopeia will have to go down in order to save him. Meanwhile, Diana's up here on the side. She's doing a lot of damage. She's going to go ahead and drowse it. Zan uses it, though, and gives enough time for Set and Cassiopeia to heal a little bit. Meanwhile, they're just stalling. Yeah, I mean, they just got a numbers advantage here for Team PP Spin. Meanwhile, they got Victor Headbanger on the side. He's going to get massive damage here on the damage. She's going to go down, and then he's running her down. Not quite able to follow up on the cast, though, thanks to the Ghost. And yeah, that should be a free Baron for them. They should be going and doing it right now and not get distracted by this Mundo. Don't get distracted. Go do the Baron. No, 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 no. I feel like I'm scolding the dog. No, go to Baron. There we go. Okay. Not sure why Karma's TPing to this. Definitely don't need to, but whatever. I would have definitely held that, given that you have 2 inhibs down, just in case you need to stop a backdoor, but I mean, can Karma stop a backdoor anyway? I really don't know. Karma's wave clear's not that good, so I don't know. There's been some pretty questionable macro plays in general this game, I must say, on both sides, but so far I think PP's done a bit better in that regard. Better at not being bad, I guess, so worse? I don't know. Anyway, they've kind of got to catch it on the Mundo here, but that is not who you want to catch out with Thresh. And they're going to go ahead and push in with the Baron. They've completely closed the gold lead thanks to winning these recent plays. And Zesty is just going for more big play hooks on this Thresh. And they're living dangerously here. Unfortunately, they don't have quite that same long-range engage as they did in the first game with that Zac. So meanwhile, Diana is trying to flank. She is unseen over here. They have no idea she's here. Meanwhile, she's able to get onto the back line. Unfortunately, her ulti gets spell sheeted by the Sivir, and then she gets slapped with the force Zanya's. And meanwhile, they're going to have to back off under the cover of Taric ulti in order to escape. And Mundo's off in here to the side, but unfortunately his team has already run away, so he's just going to go ahead and go down. We got a full build Sivir here. She even has the upgraded boots item, the Zephyr. I think this is a very good item if you're an attack speed-oriented ADC. Decent stats and gain all that extra move speed on hit. Big deal. Yeah, first blood on the inhib for Team PP. Looks like they're finally taking control of this game, up to 3,500 gold lead now. And meanwhile, the Elder Dragon is up in the air in position to go ahead and move forward on it. And BOP is just in no real position to try to contest this. I think this is probably the end. But we'll see. Yep, they're going to go ahead and take Elder. And they're just going to go ahead and, I assume, run it right down mid with Elder. Elder and what they have left of Baron buff, although someone on Team PP should be running back to catch this wave and Baroning it. But, oops. Guys, get the wave. Get the wave with the, no. Especially now because Diana's going to try to cut it off, but she's not. She's going to be a little too late. Meanwhile, Sivir's going to pump the ult, so Diana's just going to go down. Understandable attempt there, but the wave's just too close to their team to actually get away with that, especially when they have Cloud Dragons full. Meanwhile, the Victor's going to go ahead and flash combo on the Cassiopeia, and she's going to go ahead and go down here. And yeah, I mean, BOP came out and played much better early in Game 2, but in the end, PP proved, even with the early deficit, that they are definitely the better team. And Team BOP are definitely frauds. Gonna be GG to both teams. Well played to Team PP. Tough break for Team BOP. It definitely made some very questionable plays here and there. And in the end, it wasn't enough, and they went down. So yeah, well played to Team PP. They still have not dropped a game. They are 8-0 on the season. They are definitely the team to beat going forward. No MR itemized from anyone but Tarek is bannable. I mean, I agree with you. They went a full AP team and then built like no man, or Team PP built like a full AP team except for Sivir, and they built almost no MR on the team on Team BOP. I 100% agree with you. Yeah, like that's just really basic like bad item management. So I agree with you. So yeah, no MR on the set. The only MR on the Mundo, I mean, there's none. He went for the full Thornmail. He literally went full build with no MR item. I mean, buddy, we need to have a talk. Um, yeah, yeah. You stack full armor and you still have the crazy damage. Yeah, I mean, they just couldn't deal with Sivir at all. Even with the Fed Diana, they just could not take out the Sivir with any level of reliability. So, and yeah, so that's going to be it for this match. Team PP will move on to play whoever is the winner of, or they'll earn their, first of all, they earn their bye, so they get next week off. And then the week after that, they will play the winner of 1 versus IQ on Friday. I'm looking forward to playing that one against Rihi. And meanwhile, Team BOP, Team BOP will move on to losers queue in order to face. Let's see, what team are they facing? They are facing. I think they're. Did it say it on the Beer League website? Yes. Schedule. They will go on to face L2. Am I blind? L2. I guess the winner of HH versus NSF. So I guess we don't know yet. So, but either way, good series. Went the way I expected, if I'm honest. I knew that Bops were gonna get bopped the whole time. So, but no caster bias. So anyway, GG's everybody, and see you guys later. Bye. Oh, I need to